Hi, my name is Mark Biernaut. I'm a monetary economist. In this video, I want to talk about Russia's Achilles heel economically. And a lot of people are talking about energy infrastructure and it's being targeted, it's being pounded by Ukraine, and a lot of it's going offline. And I believe that's a good plan, actually, for Ukraine, because no matter what you hear in the headlines and the news, Ukraine's got to stay on course. They have to disable the Russian economy so the economy of Russia will collapse from within. But there's another overlooked area, I believe, that is as vulnerable or maybe even more significant. Now, I'm not suggesting this and I'm not recommending it. Let's put it or frame it in the terms of a gameplay. As you know, I liked SBI games growing up and later evolved into Civilization, computer games, and other games. And I've even toyed with the idea of creating a geopolitical game, wrote some code down, maybe created some artwork, but really nothing has come of it. Well, let's frame this in terms of a game so it's understood that I'm not recommending this as a target. Let's say there's a hypothetical fictional country called Russia. Let's say it's or Orklandia, or whatever you want to call it, and it has an expansionist imperialist bend to it. What would be the Achilles heel to that? One might say it might be not just the communication or not just the oil or the electric, but actually the communication grid. Because in this current year, in this current future we're going into, everything is digital, everything is communication, everything is AI, and that's a significant player in this conflict, in this war. So there's an entire area just dedicated. It's a whole center around Moscow dedicated to this network of data centers, infrastructure, internet, communication. It's the Moscow, and again, in the fictional game, let's say there's a city named Moscow. It's the Moscow Digital Infrastructure Center. It hits at the financial core with the telecoms and the payment systems. If that was knocked off somehow, let's say that it was done internally by the free, loving, democratic people of Russia, knocked off strategically in a precise hit, the payment structure would be, the ability to make payments, the infrastructure for the internet and communication to coordinate logistics would be significant. I remember when I was growing up, for example, lightning struck a dam in Canada or something like that, and New York City went black. That created major disruptions, throughout the financial center, etc. Now, in times of conflict and war, if it goes black, it's a major opportunity. It's like if you ever saw the Hunger Games, when the power grid goes down in the Hunger Games, that's when the rebellion starts. Okay. So what am I talking about specifically? I'm talking about Data Pro, IX, Cellulose, Stack, MTS, Rostelecom. These are data centers. MSK-IX, Internet Exchange. Can you imagine? And there's specific locations they know of in this fictional world. Ulitsa, Turavska, I should be able to pronounce it. Number 7. It's basically a pipeline. Think of it as the pipeline. You think of oil pipelines, but it's the pipeline of information. It's probably easier to target than a physical, mechanical pipeline like the Trans-Siberian pipeline going to China. Because if you hit that pipeline, maybe there's some geopolitical implications because it's connected to China. And I do believe China is not neutral in this war. It's 100% just feeding Russia. If you target that oil pipeline, that connection, those pipelines, which might be an idea in this gameplay, it can be rebuilt fairly quickly because it's mechanical. But if you fry a computer, if you fry digital information somehow, some way, that's a lot of loss that can't easily be replaced. I think in gameplay it'd be knocked out 3 to 5 turns, 50% communication loss, and that means the units and the coordination of units and logistics would greatly be hampered. Better than blowing a supply line up is cutting it at the core, cutting it at the root. That is the root. And again, payment systems. How are you going to make payments? Now, maybe the big players can get around it, but on individual, and there's still a lot of individual economic agents and small businesses creating activity, all that would be offline. It would create tremendous disruption in the economic activities of Russia. So it's just a thought. In terms of, as I create a game, I will embed that type of thing. I don't know if I'll ever create that game into the gameplay. And I'm not recommending it. Okay. Peace and love to all the world. I'm recommending peace. But in the context of a geopolitical game, like, on a computer, that's a pretty good way to fry an economy, is not just hit the oil, not just hit the electrical grid, but hit the actual data centers. And that would create, and they have backups, I'm sure, but can you imagine if somebody, you're working on a project and somebody wipes your computer? You know how much chaos that is? And if you wipe the backups of the backup, so much energy has to go and productive resources into recreating, and the time loss, and anything could happen. So that's my take on yet another Achilles heel to the Russian economy. It's not all powerful. I believe it's still crumbling. Ukraine's to stay on course. 2026 is a great year for that. You'll see towards the end. I know it's a long game, but it'll be worth it because the world will become a better place without despotism. And democracy will, flourish, hopefully, and things will happen. We can create playgrounds and new energies which went into unproductive uses like war. So let's hope for that. My name is Mark Biernot. I'm a monetary economist. Have a beautiful day. Thank you very much.